Hello there. Welcome. So the case trailer dropped today. Big day in the Kirk Minahan universe. The case trailer dropped today. It's what everyone seems to be talking about. It's the reason why I'm not on YouTube and I'm on Periscope is because we are still unable to go live on YouTube. I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe I'll have to switch to Twitch. I don't know. I'm trying to figure things out because Julie DeCaro's copyright. So the trailer dropped today for the case. Very exciting. We have a name. We have Kirk and Steve are down there now. They are heading on their way back up to Boston. It sounds, for the most part, like they've completed the case and they're ready to go ahead and finish going. So this is so I'm just going to go here and I just want to kind of do like an in-depth breakdown of both. I don't know if there was the trailer that was released on Twitter and on the case's RSS feed. And then there was also Kirk put out a little statement on the Kirk Minahan Show RSS feed. So I'll be just going through that as well. So this is just this is the trailer. So I'm just going to go kind of piece by piece here.
That night, it was just so cold.
On November 14th, 1989, 16-year-old Jennifer Lynn Fay went missing in the city of Brockton, Massachusetts. She was never seen again.
Do you realize how many teenagers are out there that are runaways that do not want to go back?
I believe that she's...
So that was the kind of the first quote that really stuck out to me when they were talking, when someone says, do you know how many teenagers out there are runaways? So I think there's going to be some people out there who think that this Jennifer lady just ran away, just straight up, just booked it. And there's nothing criminal going on. And that's what that sounds like to me. Once again, I'm talking out of complete ignorance. I have no idea what anything was going on with the case. For the most part, I was kept in the dark, so don't try to think I'm know any inside information. But that just sounds like someone trying to say, hey, teenagers run away all the time. This isn't something you should be looking into, which to me is pretty fucking scary, apparent that, something was going on. So that was the first thing I noticed from this trailer.
Still in Brockton.
If you're doing a podcast on Jennifer Fay, then you should go get a shovel and start digging somewhere, and maybe you'll find her.
But this isn't just...
So, I mean, and then there's the other side of it where obviously some people think this teenager, this Jennifer, is dead. So it'd be interesting to see where Kirk and Steve actually ended up. Did they find a body? Did they find... did they crack the cold case? Was it a killer? Was she still on the loose? I have no idea. That seems to be very exciting stuff going on.
Just a story about Jennifer Fay. This is a story of police corruption, drugs, and death. A story of two cities, two girls gone missing 3 decades apart, and the one man who may have all the answers.
So I found that super interesting when he said that it's about two girls gone missing 3 decades apart. So we know that Jennifer Fay went missing in 1989. So this means this other girl went probably missing around late 2000s, early 2010s. And so whoever's doing this, it makes you think, like, is there more than just these two girls? It's very, very interesting to me, at least, because I know at some point when Kirk was filming the case, and recording stuff, he said, okay, well, we just found out some huge news in regards to it. We're going to have to go back down to South Carolina and do more research. So I don't even think Kirk knew that this was going to be a multitude of missing people that perhaps maybe, directed towards each other.
Kevin, or Boston as we call him, is...
So this Kevin guy, obviously you see mug shots of him throughout the year, so he's definitely been in trouble with law enforcement. And as Kirk said earlier in the trailer, that this has a lot to do with corruption in law enforcement. So it seems like this Kevin guy, or as the woman just said, Boston, as they would call him, presumably because, he was from the Brockton area. So instead of calling him Brockton, just call him Boston. That was kind of his nickname. So season 1, Boston is not the location. It is actually the man's nickname that he would go by. So it's interesting to see how many different mugshots he has throughout the years, and if he was related to both of these different cases of these 2 girls gone missing. It's scary to think.
The person that you do not trust.
He looked at her and he said exactly, and you better keep your little fucking mouth shut if you know what's good for her.
He's not a good man. One time when he was really bad on the drugs, he broke my arm. He took a headboard to my back. It was pretty bad.
So in there, we see the 2 pictures of the 2 girls. Obviously, the one with the blurry VHS footage was from 1989. The other one definitely looks like a teenage girl outfit or a 12-year-old outfit, somewhere around there in the late 2000s. So this guy was definitely involved. And then you hear this interview where apparently he broke someone's arm. I don't know if this is one of the girls who gone missing. This is one of the mothers or something. But this guy seems like a very violent person. So. And so yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I can see why, Stephen Kirk throughout the time that they were filming this would continuously say like, hey, like, we're putting our lives at risk, because if they encountered this Boston guy and he's threatening to kill these girls. Apparently he broke someone's back with a, piece of wood while he was on drugs. I mean, they have no idea what's going on. So
he is a person of interest in some of our missing person cases. He is a person of interest in our Roach case.
Coming April 5th, Barstool Sports presents The Case, Season 1, Boston.
They were just a bunch of fucking losers. They were not the people they were supposed to be.
The Case is available on iTunes and wherever podcasts can be heard. You can also find us at thecasepodcast.com and on Twitter at @TheCasePodcast.
She had said that Boston had told her that he buried a 16-year-old girl in Boston, Massachusetts.
How old was this girl?
16.
So, I mean, that was the trailer. Very epic. I get a very big True Detective season 1 feel from it. That they thought it was going in one direction and then kind of halfway through kind of switches over to another direction entirely. So I obviously can't wait. It's very, very exciting. There were a couple things said on the RSS feed for the Kirk Minahan show as well that kind of stuck out to me. Kirk said that the podcast will be dropping every Monday. I'm just going to assume it's going to be, let's just say Monday at 6. It drops every single Monday. And he says, hopefully it will be every other week for 8 weeks. So it's going to be 8 episodes of The Case. But he said they might take a break in between and do 4 and 4. He doesn't want that to happen. But to me, I see that so something big came up halfway through that possibly, threw them off their trail or something of that like. So very, very interesting. And this seems dark as shit. I can see why Kirk these past couple of months has said like he's enjoyed having the show, the Kirk Minahan show, be more lighthearted, more fun than what people thought it was in, let's say, in November, or October, or September. Because I mean, I really think this shit takes a fucking toll on you with dead kids, and if people are getting buried in places, and this drug addict is apparently still out there and corrupt police. It just makes you not trust the system or anything like that. So you can definitely see why Kirk's been having a blast doing the Kirk Minahan show, and just seems to be having fun these past couple months. But yeah, other than that, he said he has a big announcement regarding our Monday show. Should be a lot of fun. There's a lot to talk about. They announced another 5K, so that should be good. There is a Kevin Cullen thing going on tonight at 8, which check out my Twitter page. You can sign up for it. It's a virtual Q&A with Kevin Bacon about some, I think it's called On Top of the Hill. and it's about Boston, and Kevin Cullen is hosting that. So I'll be checking that out and recording that. So feel free to be a part of that. But that pretty much about does it in the sense of the case trailer. So let's I'm excited. I mean, we're like 11 days away, something like that from the case. So I can't wait for the first episode to drop. It should be very, very exciting. So thanks everyone for watching, and I will